All right, we are live and you see it here. Well, this isn't episode 1, but this is just the pre-log. Let me go ahead and see this on YouTube, see if it's working, get everything together while everyone gets settled in here. Let me see. All right, it's good. And to be honest, yep. I don't want to be associated with him. See what? We have a lot of people streaming right now, so I'm competing against a lot of people. So get the thumbs up. I'll let you all come in, and for all you people who want to ask me a question, I'm going to let a couple of people come in here and ask your questions away without any sort of fee or any sort of chat. So if you don't want to super chat your stuff, get your questions out of the way right now. While everybody gets in here, I'll give all of you a couple of minutes. Hey, what's good? Anyone who has any questions? All right, so I see 8 of you right now. Let me go on ahead and do this. Let me share my screen so I don't have a dark screen like a lot of people in the Manosphere. Let me just do that right quick. All right, and let me just do that. So just to give all of you some sort of indication of what we're going to be talking about today, you guessed it, social rejects. Social rejects on the internet. And a lot of social rejects here are really starting to piss me off. Actually, not really piss me off, but they definitely think they have authority on what the likes of me and others in the internet have to say. Because quite frankly, from what I'm seeing in the Manosphere, what I'm seeing when it comes to certain people, what I see when it comes to certain individuals and how they conduct themselves, it's rather unbecoming. What am I talking about? Let me just get to the point. And let me just drop this. I don't know why I opened this salad, but nonetheless, let me go on ahead and put this in the fridge because I am hungry. So bear with me. But social rejects on the internet, people. Let me just see who's here. Quick shot, you're here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to catch up. We are going to catch up today. We are going to, yeah, you know what? We'll talk about the first part. The second part, that's more of a behind the scenes. He's the TikTok guy now. That's funny. He's the TikTok. Anyway, just bring positivity, which, hey, look, we're going to get to that as well. So for all of you who are wondering about the Manosphere, let's look up. Let's do this. Let's look up. And let's just do this. That is sad. First of all, if this is the first thing that you have when it comes to Manosphere, this is sad. This is freaking sad. I'm not going to even get into that. And let's discuss about this. And certain people want to spread lies about certain people and then lump them in with everyone else and lump them in with the Manosphere. First of all, I don't co-sign with this silliness that's going on in the Manosphere, with this super misogyny stuff, and with any other thing in regards of just talking trash about women for the sake of women. We aren't on this channel, and it isn't because that we're simps or anything like that. And I know that's the reason why my channel doesn't get liked a lot. But the reason why I have to point this out is because you all consider people who try to expose you as a joke. And you all, within the Manosphere, yeah, I'm talking to the Manosphere guys right now, a lot of you guys, instead of having all the heat for guys who try to expose you and try to drag your name in the mud, you have the heat for who? For chicks? For random ass chicks? For average at best chicks? Or for each other? Or for dudes who are so-called defending the chicks? Or for random ass daggles who you do not meet and have no effect in your life? You don't have heat for people who actually can threaten your livelihood, but you do have heat for the daggle. You have heat for black women. You have heat for everyone else. That's the first thing that you're messing up at, Manosphere. So let's just do what I was actually going to do, because since a lot of these Manosphere guys are too punk-made in order to actually come together and put a class action lawsuit against people who slander and libel against you. But let's do this right quick. Let's do what's been going on in the Manosphere this week. So, wow. Let's look at this. Oh, okay, so we got Manosphere. Yeah, so, yeah, anyway, look at this. Really. I mean, we don't comment about that. Yeah. We're going to talk about this. Let's talk about this right quick, about the A word, the Spurg word. But let me do this right quick, because I really got to eat something right. Hold on. All right, 12 of you people in here, get the lights up, because I know if I was talking about Nawats, if a Nawat was talking, you get those lights up. If I was talking about bashing dark-skinned black women, you get those lights up. If I was talking about how you can trick a bar out and be an alpha abroad, I know you get those lights up. So go ahead, no excuse, get those lights up. Because as far as the Manosphere is concerned, what's good, Goat Evil? And what's good, Jaws? Everyone else in here, what's good? So as far as the Manosphere, this Manosphere business is concerned, I'm looking through here, and what I'm seeing is just something that I hope I wouldn't see. And well, there's a lot of slander here, and there's a lot of no talent having guys who are basically putting Manosphere in their videos just for the sake of clout. But Manosphere isn't really the thing that's popping right now. Let's just be honest. And the main reason is because, well, for starters, I mean, if this is what you have speaking for the Manosphere, I can see why. But alongside that, enough of going after the easy targets. let's see here. You got someone who said they're leaving the Manosphere, but in reality, it's just a clout chaser. He's a clout chaser of all clout chasers from his mom's kitchen or whatever. So I mean, yeah. And if anyone says they're leaving or that I'm done, note that they aren't done. They are not done with the Manosphere. So yeah, so look at this. This is basically the epitome of the Manosphere right here. What you see in the center picture. And all right, there is no hate against these two individuals. No hate, absolutely none. My discontent comes from the individuals who talk about them or their topics every single day. Now, all right, let's talk about Mr. High Value, Mr. Kevin Samuels, right? So as far as Kevin Samuels is concerned, let's look up Kevin Samuels because he seems to be, yeah, oh, he's the first one. He appears above Kevin Gates. You all saw that? Okay, I see what he's doing. But as far as Kevin Samuels is concerned, this is what we have here for the past, I'll just filter it to a week. This is what we're dealing with within the past week. People having no content, having no originality, having nothing else to talk about other than Kevin Samuels. Now, I'm not talking about other content creators that Kevin Samuels co-signs, like O'Shea Duke Jackson, shout out to him. Donovan Sharp, shout out to him. Guys who can actually get views without mentioning Kevin Samuels. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about other guys who are like, okay, what are you doing here? And to be honest, High Value. You want to talk about some spoiler alerts? I'm going to tell you this. High value men, right? There's nothing wrong being high value. But the spoiler alert, and this is going to be one of the first videos I do for spoiler alert, being high value is only reserved for guys women are not attracted to. Let me repeat that. High value is reserved for non-attractive men. For men who are not seen as select. For men who are seen as beta male providers. For men who are not admired on a physical level. Yeah, I said it. And a lot of these guys in the Manosphere do not fit the criteria of that desirability, of that desire, of that just raw lust. And that is what I'm realizing at this point. I had a YouTuber, and that's the thing. You have all these YouTubers who basically want me, or thought that this channel was to excuse their lack of desire in order to justify being constantly angry at said women who they feel as if don't desire them. That's the thing that I'm coming to realize that this Manosphere is. Now, I shouldn't even say this, that Manosphere is, because let's be honest, I can't even say I was part of the Manosphere because look at my views. Hey, I got 20 people in here. I'm grateful for all of you who are joining me live, but to be honest, a lot of people do not mess with this channel. A lot of people don't sub this channel. A lot of people don't flock to this channel. And they damn sure don't listen to the content. Forget about the content. Even if it's 10 minutes or less, or 10 minutes or slightly more, they don't listen to the content. And you know why? It's because I'm not blowing smoke up their rear end. It's because I'm not an echo chamber of confirmation bias. It's because I'm not tickling their fancies and telling them what they want to hear. These people in the Manosphere, particularly the guys who have a lot to say, but don't have a lot of change to spare, wink, wink. Yeah, I'm going there. A lot of these guys basically are social rejects in real life. And they want someone to make them feel better about it. Whether it's social rejects in the community or, as I would expect, social rejects outside of it. And I know my numbers are coming down. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. I know somebody in there is butthurt. They're triggered. They're like, man, we got to talk about female nature. Look, here's another spoiler alert. Female nature is only reserved for men who are betas, who are undesired, who are educated, who are whatever. And there are some guys who are just culturally incompatible. They don't fit into the hood culture, but there are guys out here who are just literally social reject educated lames, or social reject lames. I don't even use the word educated with lame. As far as I'm concerned, you use those two words together, you might as well be calling me the N-word. But social reject lames who claim to be educated, who claim to be, oh, I'm a thinking man, who claim to do this and that, this, that, and the third, but you know what will cause them to break all their rules, even though women won't break rules for them? You know what will cause them to throw all their so-called principles out the door? You know what will make them show their cards at best and show their asses at worst? Nawats. And let's go to the NAWALT that everybody wants to talk about. And as I said, this is no shot at her whatsoever, because I see what she's doing. She is serving a purpose. She is serving a purpose. Shout out to Jessica X. She even has a wrench on here. The only thing I say to Jessica X is, return the favor with the wrench. That's all I'm asking at this point. Other than that, I have no problems with her, because she's doing two things. One, she is giving a lot of smoke to a lot of these daggles. And she's even making some of these daggles reconsider what they're saying. So if she does that, then even behind an avatar, then that's fine by me. But the thing that she's doing even more, the bigger service that she's doing in the internet is exposing who's real and who is that lame, who is the social reject, who is the MGTOW, or the incel, the black pillars in disguise, or blue pillars in disguise, excuse me, who are just one Boris Johnson away from at best being a blue pill simp and at worst being a white knight. We see these guys who constantly cape for Jessica X, these guys who constantly damage control for Jessica X, these guys who constantly will go out of their way to either defend Jessica X, hop on her panels, or guys who would hop, or not even hop on her panels per se, but guys who defend her against haters. I mean, you got the panel hoppers. They're bad. They're worse. They are awful. Do not get me started with those individuals who just hop on the panels constantly. Like, that's my girl, dog. And my girl, don't talk about my girl, dog. Are we managed to gang? Shut up. A lot of these guys have treated the Manosphere like it's a freaking gang. That's the problem with a lot of these baby kid mediocre Negroes. Spoiler alert, that's the reason why society hates you. Because you act like a bunch of immature children. You act like life's one big-ass hip-hop video. And like you're one big-ass rapper. And for starters, start using your conjugation verbs. Start using copulas, all right? With your little-ass slang and your little-ass... no, I mean, I'm a, I is, I'm a, all this other crap. What kind of education you got? And you got guys saying that they're educated. Oh, I went to college. I went to this. I went to that. I went to this school. I went to that institution. But you act like a baby kid. Wow, and you all came into this gender war, right? Because that's what it is. A lot of you want this gender war, right? But at the same time, you're hiding behind a skirt. Who does that in a gender war? No, don't say the gender war is over, that you won, that we won, the women are coming back. No. If the women were coming back, you wouldn't, first of all, there wouldn't need to be a Manosphere. Second, you wouldn't need to hide behind the skirt of either a chick or a guy you say suspect. And that's your words, not mine. You hide behind these two individuals as your way of saying the gender war is over. Yeah, you can say the gender war, you're winning it, but even then, who's doing the work? A chick, a light-skinned chick, a light-skinned biracial chick, light-skinned biracial foreign accent naval chick, or a guy who you all a year ago at best gave him crap, told him he was whack because he made you take off your Jordans, put a suit on. You gave him crap for that. Or at the worst, you told him he was, he went down the Castro district, right? You told him he lived in the Castro district and San Francisco and West Side LA. You all were the ones who accused him of that, huh? You all accused him of that. And I remember that. Yeah, I know. Look, the view's going down. View's going down tonight. I know I'm going to lose subs over this for people who have the patience to listen to this, but you know what? The truth needs to be said. A lot of guys in this space. Oh, spoiler alert. A lot of guys in this space, you want someone to blame. If it's not the white man, it's the black woman. You want someone to blame. And worse yet, you don't even want to do the job yourself to fix the problem. Whether it's through your own life or through coercion, which I don't agree with it, but I mean, that would be less dishonorable than hiding behind some guy you call a suspect, whatever, or some chick. This is how you fight the gender war. You have other people do your job for you. What kind of strategy is that? You get in the huddle, you're like, all right, we're going to all go in, we're going to all fight this daggle, and we're going to cook her and roast her. But when you get torn out the frame, or you're too lazy or afraid to do so, you allow two individuals to do it for you. And people want to say, oh, well, that's because people that weren't listening to my videos, and they're getting the most views and the most subs and most attention and blah, blah, blah. You still get more than what I do. You still get more. And 19, trust me, a lot of these guys who will use that excuse, they'll get at least 10 times on average when they do a live stream. And that's all they do, live streams. Crappy live streams where they're doing whatever, whenever, wherever. And if I didn't have a real life job and a side gig, I would have enough time to do the same thing they would. Let's just face facts. Spoiler alert. A lot of guys in this space are real life, no job or minimal job having losers. I'm not talking to the people who are listening right now. You guys are cool. I see the comment section, and it's pretty smooth right now. It's really smooth. Shout out to all the guys who've been here. Shout out to the guys who show me support, show me love, all that other kind of stuff. I see you guys. I see you guys who are down with the truth, who are down with real stuff, man. And I'm not saying that my stuff is that all that and Supreme should get like 50,000 concurrent viewers like Kevin Samuels or 5,000 concurrent viewers like Jessica X. I'm not even saying that. No. What I am saying is this. You got guys here who, when people tell them the truth, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear their pretty little lies. They want to hear pretty little lies that they aren't fat, they aren't social rejects. And I don't mean social rejects as just the community. I mean in general. Because if they weren't social rejects in general, why is it that they have to go outside the country in order to feel like the man? Why is it that they feel as if they have to go, not only just outside the country, forget that, go to a third world country to feel like the man? Why is it that these guys can get hundreds of views bashing women all day, and then when women bash them back and ask the Manosphere for help in defense, and we give it to them, and we say that, hey, look, that person, he may move around goofy, he may be a goofball, he may be socially awkward, but he's not the R word, he's not this, he's not that, only to do all that stuff again that got him into the crossfire, What's the point? Or you got guys who basically just baby's kids and shooting up a storm, shooting up their lips as if, and say they have all these high-ranking positions where in reality they know damn well if their supervisor or NCO or whoever saw half the stuff they said, they wouldn't have to pay out. I'll just say that. And I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. But I damn sure don't want to be associated with guys who fly their lips off the mouth talking about some FPWs and BWs, bitch, yeah, that's the man, I'm the man, I'm gonna slap you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. If we had power, and MAGA, what the fuck is this? These guys don't have high-ranking positions. These guys don't have real-life jobs that pay them well enough, because if they did, they wouldn't run their mouths as if they're minimum wage dozers, as if they're minimum wage Bamas, as if they're minimum wage suckers, or as if they're no wage having maggles who just say what they want with no consideration, no filter, no thought of what might happen, the ramifications, etc. And I'm not talking about people who twist the words for their own agenda. No, that's the other side. That's the left. Far left side of the fence. They want their job with whatever academia, NBC, liberal, and mainstream media outlet. All right, you know what? Screw them too, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, as far as this is concerned, a lot of these guys, spoiler alert, they basically have nothing to lose. And when you are dealing with people who have nothing to lose, that is a position that you really need to be careful about at best. And if you really want to be safe, you're better off not dealing with them at all. And I'm not going to say that what I'm going to do next with this channel. I have plans. I have solid plans that have nothing. I'll say this. I have solid plans that have nothing to do with this Manosphere. Nothing to do with this Manosphere stuff going forward. I'm not going to say the status, but honestly, the silliness of you have one side just talking, running their mouths and saying all sorts of crap. And then you have another side who they aren't saying crap because they're letting these two individuals, either this dude or this chick, do it for them. And yeah, quite frankly, I mean, sheesh. Is this what we're headed towards? Is this what the Manosphere is all about? Is this what we're... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, look, as far as that's concerned, you guys who are listening right now, like live right now, you guys are all right. I have no problems with you, and I know what this channel is for. You know, this channel, I'm going to tell you what this channel is for and what it's not for. This channel is for those who may feel as if they have gotten screwed by the community, to find a way to get out of said community. And that's just not physically, but mentally and psychologically. You have to divide and divorce yourself completely from the nonsense of the former rotten corpse known as the so-called community. Shout out to Kyriake Jones to that statement. But a lot of people here, they don't want to hear the message of how to get out. They don't want to hear the message of how to heal themselves. They don't want to hear the message of how to get over said issues that they dealt with in real life. What they want to do is find a way in order to either relive their life or to gain the years that they lost back by either getting with said women who they found desirable but were never able to attain, such as this, or if they can't get with women, they want to make the women who they perceive make their lives a living hell as much as possible, which leads to this. Kevin Samuels is doing a great job when it comes to entertainment and roasting chicks, and I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. That's what you do as an entertainer. That's what you do as a businessman, and that's exactly what sells on YouTube. So shout out to Kevin Samuels for all that. But what I don't respect are guys who either focus their time trying to relive their childhood, trying to get a chick like this, and doing anything in order to just get close to the chick, and they can say, "Man, I'm in this, I'm in that. I'm never going to meet her. We're just cool. We're just tight." No, you're clout chasing, and you're clout chasing for starters, and you're trying to get some sprinkle on yourself from her shine. So that's the real story that's going on with a lot of these guys. It's not even about getting access to her physically, but it is somewhat about getting access to her emotionally. Meaning, they want her to co-sign these guys as being select, as being desirable, as being clamored by the opposite gender, particularly women who look like her. But you got that, or you got guys who are just absolutely pathetic. These incels, these near cells, these universally non-select, universally undesired guys who just know that they will never have it. Know that, and these are the same guys, ironically, that will stay in the same city and town that they were seen as unselect and undesired. They'll stay there for decades and centuries even, and talking about what high school mascot they could. I'm like, you remember your high school mascot, but it's at the same high school you were basically tactical nuclear rejected from like umpteenth times. Anyway, reliving the childhood. Thank you very much. They try to relive their awful childhood, and then when they realize that they can't do anything in order to get the women that they see gave them hell to submit, they get other guys such as Kevin Samuels to give other women who they perceived as the enemy hell on earth. They get Kevin Samuels to do their work. What happened? What happened to go after these chicks yourself? What happened to Manosphere gang, and just cooking these daggles from sun up to sundown? What happened to BFFery? What happened to that? What happened to the DIY, right? Do it yourself. Some assemblies required, something like that. Nah, you want other guys to do it for you. And you wonder why. Yeah, the Manosphere will take off. But trust me, you won't be in that rocket ship. A lot of you guys who you think you're rolling now, you're talking trash now, you won't be in that rocket ship. You would damn sure not be in that rocket ship. Or if you are in the rocket ship, trust me, there's going to be a shoot. There's going to be a shoot on that rocket ship, and when they elevate themselves, the Manosphere rocket elevates itself way past the stratosphere and all the other spheres of space, when they deemed, or when they're on their way especially, when they deem you as unnecessary weight, down the chute you're going. And it's going to be a long fall down. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of these Manosphere guys, not Kevin Samuels, because he's elevated himself beyond the Manosphere. And the only reason why he isn't really calling out a lot of these guys is because it's a bit more beneficial that he basically doesn't recognize it, or just is like, yeah, I'll let you guys live, even though you trashed me, even though you called me, all that stuff, told him he lived in San Francisco and took strolls in the Castro district and did all of this other kind of stuff. And you got the chicks who are doing it, which thank you, Daggles, for showing us where these guys get it from. These maggles who accused Kevin Samuels of being whatever. Or you got guys who are just reliving their childhood. They never got chosen. They never got selected. They never got liked. And that's the thing. That's the thing with a lot of these guys. They are not liked, or they haven't been liked by a certain kind of women, and they want those years back. And I get it. You want the years back. You want the opportunity back. You want the women who you think are attractive to be attracted to you. And you're willing to go through hell and high water, go through 8-hour hangouts, do 8-hour hangouts with 8 people and all this other silly nonsense in order to prove your point. But what is it doing? It's just showing yourself for who you really are, which are social. Oh, spoiler alert. social rejects. Spoiler alert is that you're getting other people to do your battles for you. Spoiler alert is that a lot of you guys don't have what it takes to be desired by women of any race. Because if you had any sort of inkling that you were desired by women outside your race, you would at the very least not focus on these women, on this Daggle or these Nawal mixed chicks. You just get up, go, and deal with the women who appreciated you, who celebrated you, not just tolerated you. And trust me, a lot of you guys are being tolerated right now because of all this stuff I've been seeing as of late. I'm surprised that the sisterhood, the Daggledom, they aren't going after you directly. I guess that's because you are given the shield by Kevin Samuels. They're all focusing their lasers on him right now. It's no avail. And it will all be in vain anyway, because Kevin Samuels, trust me, he'll do what it takes, unlike a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys faced a lot worse than Kevin Samuels is. And Kevin Samuels is going to unleash the Kraken. He's going to put these Daggles in the crossfire for just running their mouths, just roasting. Whereas you had Daggles in the sphere who doxed these same guys, who gave crap to these same guys, who affected these guys' livelihood in real life. And what do these Maggles do? What do these Bebe's kids do? It's all good. Oh man, bygones be bygones. It's her bed, and we just got to move forward. And I'm gonna move forward. And she wrong and all, but she good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Baby kids, Maggles, Bama's, Dozers, whatever you want to call them, social rejects. Spoiler alert. These guys have no other options outside of the community. There you go. That's the reason why. And whether Kevin Samuels is or I know he can get the Becky's. I know he can go SYSBM if Kevin Samuels wanted to. Black women are his preference, and that's what's up. Shout out to him. But Kevin Samuels, he's the kind of guy who can. Oh, let's just go back to him. He's the kind of guy who can. He can get it outside the community. He can get an SYSBM Stargate. He can go to Pleasantville. Actually, he's already in the part of Atlanta who at as close as Pleasantville as you can get in the ATL. I don't say which neighborhood he's in. He said it himself, but Kevin Samuels, right? All right. As far as that is concerned, a lot of guys are just mad. They're pissed. They're angry because they cannot do what guys like myself, guys like One Master Teacher, guys like Solo TV, other guys can do. Hell, guys like Kevin Samuels, if he wanted to, which is leave the community, go SYSBM, deal with women outside of the race or outside of the ADOS Daggle culture, and be happy. And we're going to get to another spoiler alert in a second, but shout out to Face Towards the Enemy with the $40 super chat for the GoBots Juicy Juice Fun. Oh, man. GoBots. These things are the GoBots. Oh, man. GoBots. GoBots transform. These Maggles. These little babies kids talking about some, man, well, we need to Daggle, and we need them now, and we need to put these Daggles to shame, and we need to cook these Daggles all day, all night, and we need to go after these sisters. I mean, you all put this average at best chicks. Let's talk about the average at best chick before I get to my other spoiler alert. The average at best chick, right? Okay, Kevin Samuels cooked her, right? And it wasn't even the cooking. It was just telling her her place, where her spot is. He was trying to guide her on to her lane. That's all he was doing. And then all of a sudden gets on World Star Hip Hop, and then all of a sudden he's re-etch BH. And yeah, so, all right, good on Kevin. And shame on the average at best chick for, playing herself. All right, fine, cool. What does that have to do with all these maggles who want to... all these maggles... Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Average at best. Oh, man. All right. What does that have to do with ABBA and Peach? What does ABBA and Peach have to do with this? What does Classy and Confidence have to do with this? What does Willetta Moore have to do with this? What does... Well, shout out to me, Torrens Ruiz. He gets the pass. He gets fast. What does she have to do with this? Funky Donkey? What does Funky Donkey have to do with this? Manosphere Highlights Daily! Oh, no. I'm checking that video out for later. What is... What does he have to do with this? What does... all right, whatever. What does his dad have to do with this? Anyway, what do you have to do with this? Really? Go fight Obsidian in the Octagon, all right? You two, I don't know. Do get out in the Octagon for WrestleMania. I don't care. Go somewhere. Keep making money off lines of these daggles. And you know a reason why he's pissed. Because he is reaching into Kevin Samuels, or Kevin Samuels is reaching into his audience, and instead of lying to them and getting money, he's actually telling the truth and getting some money out off this daggle. He's cooking the daggle, but he's telling them the truth, and he's getting money from it. He's printing money. It's like PlayStation, whatever. It's like PlayStation 2. He's printing money. Kevin Samuels, that is. Freaking A. It prints money. Look at this. Look at the super chats. And that doesn't count the Cash Apps. Cash Apps, super chats, other stuff, in which he probably makes more money from than the super chats and the Cash Apps. And that's just behind the scene. That's just the front end that we see. That's just the surface. But he's pissed. He's sitting in his car, breathing, being like, this Kevin Satchel's guy. He's messing up my money, man. We have the female PUA industrial complex on lock, and he's eating at my lunch, man. He's eating my Lunchables, getting into my juicy juice and all this other kind of stuff, man. I ain't going back to no juicy juice and Lunchables. I like my champagne and filet mignon every other night. And this Negro, this Kevin Satchel, guys, he ain't ruined it, dog. He ain't ruined it. Oh, Eddie, who are you? Who are you? Hakeem, probably Eddie Jacobs, more like it. Get out. Who are you? Who are you? Of course, he didn't speak for you. You're not high value. Who are you? Who are these people? Look at this. All right, yeah, all right. MJ I guess he's a content creator, so he gets stabbed. He gets free stab. Anyway, the point is, you have a lot of people talking trash about Kevin's average at best. But I really wanted to focus on these Manosphere guys who were speaking about this average at best chick. All right, she's average at best, right? But spoiler alert, you can't even get the average at best. A lot of these guys in the Manosphere can't even get women who look like that. That's why they're here constantly. That is why they're here crying and complaining and whining about said daggles. That is why they are trying to bash these daggles like they have some sort of personal gripe, or like it's some 40-year, some guys that are above 40 and they're doing this crap, or 30+ year war. I'm like, dude, middle and high school were in the 2000s. In some cases, for you guys, it was the 90s. When are you going to let the war go? Not because it's the right thing to do, but just for your own sake. And that's why I argue here. Get over it, not to forgive them or whatever. I mean, hey, forgive them. Actually, forgive and don't forget. That's how we operate here. You forgive them for your own sake, and you don't forget. So you can motivate yourself to never deal with a scenario like that again. That is how we operate here. Not focusing on the daggle for 8 hours and blah, 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 blah. And average at best, you're average at best, and you're average at best. And I'm like, who cares? If she's average at best, how does that move you? If she's average at best, all right, I'll give you that. How does that put money in your wallet? If she's average at best, how is that helping you in your life? If she's average at best, shouldn't you be able to get women who are twice her looks? If she's average at best, then if Kevin Samuels put her through the crossfire, you'll get caught up in the crossfire. If he did that already, why do you need to do it? Especially when it comes to all these other real daggles, these daggles with fangs. We all know the daggles with the fangs, the fill in the blank crystal, whatever name they want to, however they want to misspell crystal, or the synthetic wigs. And yeah, those women, the ones with the fangs, you won't say a peep to them, but you'll go after Miss Average at best. Oh, so that's how it is. You will go after someone who is already damaged, who already got the work from one of the big wigs, right? Oh, she's good. She's already been attacked. She's already injured. She's just down for the count. Do you know the kind of animal that does that? Two kinds of animals that do that? Do you know what kind of animals in the kingdom does that? In the animal kingdom? Vultures and hyenas. You were telling me that a majority of you guys in the Manosphere are vultures and hyenas? Well, when you think about it, I'm not surprised. You go after this chick after Kevin Samuels cooks her to oblivion. I'm better than that. All right, you know what? Fine. You know what? Right. You want to get your little one video in? All right, that's fine. But afterwards, what are you doing? What are you showing women who are twice her looks? Even if it is overseas. Even if it is in a third world country. What about the women you're hanging out with? What are the women who... no, don't show me the avatar of women who you're on panels with. That doesn't count. But as far as that's concerned, a lot of you guys out here, you guys are acting like real vultures and hyenas when it comes to these women. You can't even cook these women yourself because you aren't going after the Crystal and Carazons. You aren't going after the Christies. You aren't going after the synthetic G's of the world. And I don't care for these women either. I really don't. But you all will not lay any sort of thing, say any sort of word about them. Oh no, but you'll let him. Well, actually, not even him. You'll let who's the other? Come on. Yeah, you'll let her. All right, you'll let whatchamacall. You'll let her do it. Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? You're letting her fight your battles, right? You're letting her fight your battles. Let's see the battles that she's fighting so far, because that's the thing. I mean, people are talking trash about Chrissy now because it's like she gave the okay, she gave the good, she gave the green light because Jessica X roughed her up a bit with this. I mean, look at this. You have all these videos, and shout out to her for going after Chrissy, but I mean, yeah, you got that, you got that. All right, so all right, but look at the work she's doing. The work that she's doing that you all say that, oh, we're doing in the Manosphere, we're doing work. Now, according to this, it seems like she's taking out all the trash, all dagger trash. She's doing your work for you. And what do you guys have to say about that? Yeah, look at this. I mean, a lot of it is just clickbait, and hopefully a lot of this is monetized. And if I was her, some free advice, Jessica X, make chapters out of your live streams because you are getting a lot of views to the point in which because a lot of people don't have patience to go through a 3 hour or something. So they want to see the juicy stuff. So put in chapters where the good stuff is, and then they'll click it, and then they'll listen to it longer, and then you'll get more ads, and then you won't have to do OnlyFans. Or maybe this is a setup for OnlyFans anyway, because if she didn't OnlyFans, theoretically speaking, how many of these guys would sign up? Seriously, how many of these guys would be like, well, I like Jessica X, and they keep talking about her and her OnlyFans. I like her OnlyFans, guys. And, guys, talking about you guys, Cartman's an asshole, you guys, but he keeps talking about Jessica X, and you guys, he said he's going home, but he's going home to talk trash about Jessica X, and why are you getting her name in your mouth? And why don't you just sub her OnlyFans like I did? I mean, stop talking about Jessica. She doesn't need anyone to defend her, dude. She doesn't need, or dudes, I should say. It's not just one person who's doing this, but she doesn't need anyone to defend her. As a matter of fact, she's defending a lot of you all from the smoke. She's defending a lot of you. She and Kevin Samuels are defending you, are shielding you from a lot of the smoke you be receiving right now. A lot of the lists that you all be on right now. A lot of the BS that you all be exposed for right now. But never fear, I'm here. And I'm here not to expose the Manosphere. Don't worry about that. Oh, yeah, separate. Absolutely. Yeah, you do not count me as a part of that trash. Because they don't want to hear the truth. Whenever I tell them something, whenever I tell them about the Daggle, oh, yeah, I agree with you, but I'm only getting 1,000 views, right? But whenever they call them out, like when they act like fools or cope max like they did in Washington, D.C. Wednesday. Yeah, that was a hell of Cope Maxing. That was the biggest Cope Max festival I have seen in some time, if ever. So shout out to all the people who descended on D.C. in the 6. Take back the 6, something like that. Yeah, you all did some hell of Cope Maxing. So I may make a video about that. But when I make videos like that, or I make videos about these Maggles and Doziers and GoBots talking about, I like Jessica X. No. You can support her by not getting in her way. You can super chat her. But these are the same guys who act like they'll have no money for male content creators. These are the same guys who will not even watch, view, sub, and like male content creators. These are the same guys who will act as if she's saying something that wasn't said by a male content creator. These are the same guys that will give a $5 donation to one of the male content creators, but will give a $50 donation to a female content creator. These guys are exposing themselves. And you know what? I want these guys to expose themselves. And I want these guys to be mad. I want them to be mad, and I want them to be pissed. So pissed that they start getting off this channel, unsubbing, doing whatever. Because my channel, my mission on this channel is not to give these guys excuses. That's what these guys want. They want excuses. They want their PP petted. They want someone to pet their PP and the diaper wipe and the rash and all this other kind of stuff. They want to power their PP, saying it's okay, it's not your fault that you're a near cell, that you're a socially awkward dork, that you're a freaking not even educated, that you're a lame, and you're hiding behind educated guys who just were stuck in some effed up community and just and to the point in which they hustled their ass off and they got out and they didn't look back. Oh, okay. They want to lump us in with that. They want to lump people like me in with that. And people who are like me with that. Well, I'm going to say this. No more. The bar tab is due. I'm calling your tab. I'm calling a lot of these guys tabs. I'm not mentioning names. So don't try to assume I'm talking about certain people trying to start beefs. In the Manosphere, we all know there's enough of that in the Manosphere. I'm not even trying to be a part of beefs. This is just an overall analysis on the guys who move in just such a deplorable way, or not even deplorable, just pathetic. A pathetic way, in a contradictory way, to the point in which it's just making me sick. You got real guys who really want to take everyone in the Manosphere down, and you have no smoke for them, but you have smoke for some average at best chick. You have smoke for, and that's after Kevin Samuels goes after her. Or Chrissy, who has been a long time enemy of the Manosphere. You only have smoke for her after freaking Kevin Samuels and Jessica X take them down, or take her down, huh? What is it? The Cyborg G. You're gonna wait for Kevin Samuels to have the epic war with her, or have Jessica X have the epic war with Cyborg G, and before you all start cooking her too, huh? Is that it? Is that what it will take? Is that what it will take for all of you to really take her serious and to silence her once and for all, huh? Huh? And you know what? I'm good at 7 o'clock. I know where a lot of people are going right now. My views are going to precipitously drop. Not because of whatever, but, we all know what's next. Coming up next is Kevin Samuels show. And it's at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and check that out next after the stream's over. But I'm not going to be here too much longer, mainly because, one, the super chats are running out, people. And I don't see any cash apps. And two, the Warriors about to play. Steph's playing, so yeah, he's been on a tear as of late. Manosphere is not worth me missing out on Steph. All right, I'm already missing out on Clay. I'm at least watching one half of the Splash Brothers getting it in. All right, and also the Manosphere is definitely not worth missing out on playoff action because I'm not planning on doing a lot of these live streams during the playoffs. I'll upload some pre-recorded videos, but other than that, no, I got these playoffs to watch. I got these playoffs, and we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully, beer flu doesn't tamper with any of this stuff. Nonetheless, I'm just here to give the spoiler alert. I'm not going to expose people. That's what I'm not here for. I'm not here to ruin lives, dox people. I don't play those games. We'll roast all day. Oh, we'll roast. We'll cook. We will cook, we will roast, we'll debate. No problem. And then we'll move on with our lives. We won't take this off of YouTube. It's like pro wrestling. I'm willing to do the roast. I'm definitely willing to do the debates. Beef? Nah. Yeah, I'm above beef. I'm good. I don't do the beef in here. But nonetheless, I don't take this stuff above YouTube. I'm not pissed. I think a lot of people think, oh, you're pissed, you're bitter because you don't get any views. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Well, a lot of the stuff I say, I should be at least 3 times as known when it comes to the subs, and when it comes to the views. I should be 5 times with the views. And I should be at least triple when it comes to the revenue. But it's okay. I know a few years ago, O'Shea and Obsidian and others said, hey, look, you guys don't support your content creators. You don't. And you wonder why your issues, your specific issues, will not get resolved. Or if it gets resolved, it's going to have to be done by either this chick or Mr. High Value. Oh, look at this. I'm not going to even go there. Or Mr. High Value. That's what it is. And trust me, they aren't going to resolve your issues the way you want it exactly. Because that's what's going to be. You guys are not going to have 100% of what you want when relying on other people in general. That's just how life goes. So if you want to resolve your issues of whatever you have with the American BW, you're going to have to do it yourself. Not rely on some other entity or entities, especially other women, to resolve your issues when it comes to women. You're relying on other women to resolve your issues with women. What happened to the sisterhood? Haven't you all forgotten about the so-called sisterhood, which a lot of you all stated before? You all say, oh, the sisterhood is nothing breaks the sisterhood. They're all going to align and they're all going to do whatever it takes for the sisterhood. They'll throw their men under the bus, they'll throw their sons under the train, they'll throw their boyfriends under the skyscraper. They'll pull a 7-Eleven as an inside job for the sisterhood, but not Jessica X. Oh, she's not above the sisterhood? She's exceptional. She's not going to do sisterhood. She's not going to pull that eventually. She's exempt. Okay. Yeah. A lot of you all complain about how we make rules for betas, break rules for alphas. Yeah, you know what? Spoiler alert, they make rules for guys like you in the Manosphere. And that's why you're mad. You got to follow the rules, buddy. You got to follow that 90-day rule. You better follow that 90-day rule. You better pay that $180 per date. And you better have those 270 text messages before you get any sniff. Those are the rules, buddy, and those are for you. Because you don't want to do what it takes to improve yourself, to self-improve yourself. Which leads me to another thing I want to talk about. Yeah, I'm going overtime. I'm going an hour because now I'm sort of heated. I am sort of heated. Sort of. Not too heated, but I got an email. From one of my channels. From one of the things I did. Let me see. Nope, not that one. I'm going to find it. I am going to find it. Hold on. We are going to find this video. Oh, my latest How to Join the Elite video. By a YouTuber, but not a YouTuber, by one of these comment section guys who wears his dorkdom all over himself. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this person never super chatted me. He never supported me like that. I mean, he may say, oh, good job when I'm cooking the daggle, but whenever it's him, and I'm not going to show you who he is out of respect. But, all right, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to try to read this and then address his points. For starters, what you said about me going overseas and blah, 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 blah. There's a red pill for women in America and blue pill for women. Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to make that a future video. Thank you for giving me a new topic or a future video. Yeah, okay, so... Okay. Well, you know what? Get a black quality female. I mean, look at the receipts. These guys aren't showing their females because we all know these are the kind of guys in the Manosphere that if they had a bad chick, they would show it and shove it in front of our face and say, na boo boo, daggles and maggles. I got blah, blah, blah. All right. What else? And then this commenter, this audience member at best, tries to associate me with another YouTube creator who criticizes the Manosphere and talks about self-improvement, blah, 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 blah. I'm not getting my talking points from anyone. I'm not getting my talking points from any individual whatsoever. He has talking points, I have mine. We agree with the majority of stuff, but trust me, I'm not mimicking him and I'm not trying to be a copy of it. Trust me, I have some things I differentiate with him as well. If you would just listen, but you selectively listen to what you want to listen to. Whenever I criticize the men for being lazy and not doing what it takes to join the elite, then all of a sudden, oh man, you're acting like a YouTuber. You're acting like that Maggle YouTuber. You talk about this. You do the. No. Okay. A lot of guys are lazy. Yeah. Yeah. When I mention self-improvement, a lot of you guys cringe. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Careers, PhDs, employed. But these guys are sloppy otherwise. Yeah, these are the same guys who would demand that their women better not be average at best, or they're going to cook them right after Kevin Samuels does or Jessica X. So, then one, there's a double standard. And two, just because you are a boss in one part of your life doesn't mean you can be an outright slob in another. That's what we demand of the women, or that's what the Manosphere demanded of the women. They demand of the women, but they don't want to do it for themselves. So I definitely see this point, because when you go overseas with the guys who do show their receipts of the lowly women that they deal with, that they're pay for play, boosting the economy kind of chicks, you look at these guys and you can see why these guys had to go overseas, particularly to a third world country, because these guys, forget balling with women, these guys don't look like they're balling in the workforce. I'm sorry. I mean, if that was the case, then you wouldn't have guys resorting to dying overseas and having to have a GoFundMe in order to fund his funeral arrangement to have his body shipped back here. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but if that's the example of being overseas, then I'm good. I'm all about going overseas, making a better life for yourself, and getting away from a hostile environment or a rigged environment. But you got to be worth something here. You can't just be a loser here and expect to be a winner overseas. I'm not saying you have to even be high value or elite, but you got to be somebody. You got to be a contender at least. You don't have to be a champion, but at least be a contender. You don't have to be freaking Alabama, but at least be Clemson. Sheesh. You don't have to be freaking Golden State or the Lakers, but at least be the 76ers or the Jazz. You don't have to be in the college football playoffs, but at least make a bowl game. What I'm saying is that you don't have to be the man. But be the man. Be a man. Do something. Make sure you have some money and are able to make some living here before you go overseas. Because if you can be above average here, if you can thrive here, then you'll flourish overseas. If you can be legit here, you can be ripped overseas. If you can, yeah, you get the point. Let me see. Okay, I threw most guys into this space. Shaming tactics. Look, shaming tactics are for guys who can't handle honesty from both sides. And yeah, a lot of American BWs don't take black men serious because you won't do what it takes in order to make them get you taken or have you taken serious. And that's not by spit Mark Dorothy, I'm gonna slap you. No, that's not that. It's walking away. You guys won't walk away. Walk away from this daggle. Don't deal with this daggle. Make your own communities. Freaking make a Pleasantville. Buy up. I don't know. Make your own biracial version of Orange County that's insulated and freaking has your mindset and doesn't have the daggledom and doesn't have the hip hop culture and all this other kind of mess. Do that. Do that stuff. But nah, you want to make amends with this dagger. You want this BET uncut fantasy that you'll never have. At this point, you'll never have. So the next best thing you'll do is just roast these daggles. And hell, when that fails, or when you're too punk made to do so, or when you don't get enough views by doing that, you rely on Kevin Samuels to do it, and then all of a sudden, then you want to roast. Okay, whatever. Whatever I do I want. I can't understand that Carmen and asshole talking about Jessica X. All right. No, I'm not taking shots at SYSBM or YouTubers. See, that's the thing. They want beefs. If you want beefs, just go ahead and go to these other content creators' channels and say XanatosClutch is talking trash. Just say that. Just say that. Go ahead. Say it. It isn't like I get a lot of chats from a lot of these guys anyway. Shout out to the guys who do give me super chats and love and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah, going to the gym, it's not going to solve the whole problem, but it'll damn sure help a lot of these guys. It'll help a lot of these guys not get the attitudes by these daggles, not get the boy, not get that by the daggle, if that's what you really want, or at the very least, it will help you not have some options outside of the daggle. At the very least, whether it's the Lupitas and the Latin American, Caribbean, non-ADOS BWs, or whether it's women outside the race. But you guys realize that, oh, wait, I can't even get decent girl next door looking chicks outside the race, or outside the community. So I'm just going to sit here and wallow and try to get my high school fantasy back, fight for that, or just bring these chicks hell. I missed the three-pointer. You guys are making me miss three-pointers from Golden State. Hold on. You know what? I got any more super chats? Nope. I got anything else? Any other comments? Let me see what else we got here. What else we got here? Shout out to Face Towards Enemy, $40. This is my first time seeing these guys. I don't see you giving me super chats. That's what's up, man. I shout out to you. And shout out to all the rest of you guys out here who've shown me love, and especially one with Team Rice Bunny all the way. There you go. Geomaxing. Geomaxing. Exactly. If you're going to go across the world or geomax, do it where you're part of the top 10% and where you can live a first world life. Do that and not live like the rest of the people and struggle like everyone else. Don't do that to yourself. I'm all about geomaxing, but you got to make sure you're doing something here. As I said, you don't got to be the man here, but you just got to be a man. If you can be a man in America, then you can strive to be the man elsewhere. And as Golden State plays and as Kevin Samuels is on, I'm sure, is he on right now? Is Kevin Samuels on right now? Let me go ahead. Anyone who, let me see, any trolls? No trolls tonight. I'm surprised. No freaking trolls. No trolls, no detractors. Not a lot of guys who, oh yeah, we got the whole squad playing. Kevin Samuels is on. A couple other people are on. Golden State's on. So I'm going to relieve you guys of me ranting for an hour. But for everyone else who wants to listen to the playback, I'll put the chapters in, telling people a bunch of spoiler alerts. Spoiler alert, if you got to be the bag, being the bag is only for beta men, for men who aren't attractive. Same thing as being high value. You're not attractive. That's why you got to be high value. Spoiler alert, you got to put in work if you aren't sexually desirable. Well, spoiler alert, you got to put in work anyway. Either put in work in yourself or put in work in pleasing others. Spoiler alert. I mean, what are spoiler alerts I got? And I'll put these out in episodes, just random times, whenever I feel like it. But spoiler alert, I mean, all these, spoiler alert, you're on YouTube 11 hours, being mad at American BWs. It's for a reason. And we all know why that reason is. I'm not going to go into details, but going ahead. Everyone else, you all know what time it is. It's time to self-proof. It's time to get the bag for yourself. It's time to join the elite. And it's time to make moves, including geomaxing. And I'm getting tired of these guys who are focusing in on just, these daggles. Who gives a damn about these daggles? These daggles are so much trouble, then they're not worth it. And they damn sure aren't your women. So stop acting like they are and do something that'll actually get their attention. Not roasting them, not backing behind, or not backing up against, or rallying behind people who can cook them and get their attention. It's making your presence or making the lack of your presence known. And not looking back, not making your lack of presence known to the point of getting their attention and to negotiate and do all the other silly stuff, but it's to turn your back and to disregard. Turn your back, don't look back, and make your own life. And shout out to Jessica X in the building. We were just talking about you, dear. And this is actually no shot, honestly, towards you. If you want to look at the playback, shout out to her. Hey, look, all I'm asking, Jessica, and you got the wrench. You got the wrench in here. Hey, what's up, Jessica? Shout out to you, and you're in here. So I didn't realize that you were sub to me. So, but you know what? How about this? If you want to join the stream, because you see here, I was talking about you caught me red-handed, but specifically, what I was talking to you about in regards to you specifically is how a lot of these guys who have issues with women, interestingly enough, they will not take care of these issues. I'm explaining on why I see your page up. These guys will not take care of their own issues with their women. These guys will not take the action in order to get the women to respect them, like them, admire them. But they will, I'm explaining right now. These guys, the guys who follow you, these guys would rather rally behind other individuals, you, Kevin Samuels, others, in order to take care of the women who they say don't respect them. I think that's a fair analysis to say. And my critique isn't necessary towards you, not towards Kevin Samuels, but towards those individuals who will not fight their own battles, who will not take care of any sort of thing they need to do in their lives in order to get the women to respect them or like them or desire them. These guys would rather rally behind the likes of you, Jessica, as well as Kevin Samuels in order to take care of their issues. In other words, hypothetically speaking, they are making the two of you take out the trash for them. That is something that rubs me the wrong way. Not with you, not with Kevin, but a lot of these guys in the manosphere who say, oh, we're getting out men's issues and we're trying to make these women submit and respect us and blah, 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 and do all this stuff and do – no. If you're going to do it, then do it. If you're going to make these women submit, then do it yourself. Whether it's by force, which I don't support force, but if that's what you feel you need to do, then do it. Or if it's by walking away from these uncompromising women, which is, if you aren't familiar with my channel, that's basically what I'm about. Making your presence known by your absence. Go into a place where you celebrate it and not tolerate it. And when I say to join the elite, it's basically just an encompassing word of just making yourself the best person you can be so that you won't have to rely on the community, as I like to say, in order for anything, for your love life, for your social life, for anything. And shout out to Shosen Hannah. Let me get this person right quick. Shosen Hannah with the $2 super chat, Team Blonde Bunny. Shout out to Blonde Bunnies. Shout out to the Rice Bunnies. Shout out to the Tequila Bunnies. Shout out to the Hybrid Bunnies, like Jessica X. So, as far as that's concerned, the reason why I have your thing in here, and I know somebody on here probably snitched on me. So shout out to Stream Team, Manosphere guys, which proves my point. A lot of you guys are just punks. A lot of the guys here are freaking punks beyond belief. You guys won't support men who try to help you, but when a woman does it, all of a sudden just throw money at her. And to be honest, I don't blame her for doing what she's doing. If the market works, especially what she's saying is on point, which it is, and I highly suggest all of you check her videos afterwards, because what she's saying is true and it is entertaining, even in subtlety, then what's it to me to hate? Honestly, it's so Team Hybrid. There you go, Jessica. So, I mean, but other than that, let me go ahead and see. Yeah, it's all good, Jessica. But yeah, I put down the StreamYard. So, but I want to pick at, you or a couple of other individuals who dare click the link to see why is it that we got guys who are Manosphere, these Manosphere guys, right? They say, oh, we want issues resolved, but they look at other people to do their work. Or they look at other people to take care of what they say they want to do. They don't want to do the work it takes in order to get them to improve, in order to get women to respect them, or to choose women, in order to choose women who like them, such as submissive women like Jessica X. They don't want to do the work it takes, because let's be honest, Jessica X, and spoiler alert, I know, Jessica, hold on, spoiler alert, Jessica X would never choose 99% of the dudes who cape for her. She won't say it, and she doesn't need to say it, but I'll say it for her. 99% of the dudes who cape for her, who are all on her dole, on her, yeah. She's not choosing them. She's not even giving them the choosing signal. She's gonna make them at the least code approach. Even if she wants to fleece these guys, she's just gonna make them code approach. Then she isn't giving out choosing signals. She's like, you guys got to work for it. She's gonna do a bachelor. She's gonna do a bachelor or bachelorette. I don't know which one is the female, but she's gonna make you all bachelorette for her attention. And it's genius. It is super genius. And a lot of you guys think as if, some of you guys actually think you have a chance of her, in which you really get thrown out the crossfire and told that you're not her type. And I'm not going to get into that. But some of you guys really think that, you're trying to get clout. Well, we already discussed the clout chasers, the ones who are like, I'm writing on Jessica X so I can get this YouTube money, or just YouTube clout, because you can't get clout yourself. But you got some guys who really think that you're going to have a chick who's going to help you fight in your little personal agenda wars so that you can get women who look like Jessica X, or get women who look like some fine-ass daggle back in the day to submit to you. First, all right, as I was speaking about this earlier, Jessica, you probably missed this. If fish can talk, if fish or food can talk, let's just stick to fish. If fish can talk, and not to make this a gross analogy or metaphor, but if fish could talk, would a fish tell another fish what to do in order to get other fish? Would a fish do that? Answer me, anyone. Fish. Well, hey, look, goldfish appears, a freaking sea king appears, a Golding appears, a Magikarp appears. Hey, Magikarp. How do you catch that other Magikarp and make him a Gyarados, huh? How do you catch that Golding and make him a sea king? Or how do you catch that Gyarados straight up? You use Magic Ball. You use the Pokeball. You use Master Ball. You use the Masturbator Ball, Masturbator 8 hours in the live stream ball. You use the Ride on the Light Skin, Her Majesty's Clout Ball. Do you use the 8 ball? I know these Pookies out here, man. I'm trying to make a Manosphere gang, Manosphere gang. Talking as if they don't have stuff to lose in real life. Be careful with guys who have nothing to lose or act like they have nothing to lose in real life. I already told you all that. But Manosphere game ball, you throw that out there. 8 ball. Do you throw the 8-hour hangout ball? What ball do you throw out, Magikarp, to get the Gyarados? By principle, you should know that a woman. I know it's probably a bad analogy. I know it's not the best analogy, but look, I'm sure you can come up with something better, because, as I said, women know women best, and trust me, the point is this. Jessica X is not going to be the main determining factor between these Manosphere guys, being a near cell, and you bagging all the light-skinned cuties on the block. Not in America, at least. Maybe overseas, maybe in your third world country where you become, you went from a lame in Atlanta to a legend in Sosua. Okay, cool. Good job there. All right. If you want me to do that, you keep trolling me. All these Manosphere guys keep trolling me, keep pestering me. All right. If I get enough trolls, you may see something. But nonetheless, I know I was using your video. I was using your stuff, and I'm guilty of that. And I might get more views than average because of that. But this is all for a lesson. And all for, spoiler alert, to the Black Manosphere. Riding behind the coattails of others doesn't solve your problems. The only person you have, or the only person that you can solve your problems, or that can solve your problems, is you. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. So get off your ass. Self-improve. Some of you guys need to a lot of you guys just hit the gym. Get off these 8-hour hangout panels. Stop fapping to goodness knows what or whatever. Join the elite. Give me a wrench, Jessica X. Shout out to you. All I ask is for the wrench. Because I know a lot of these guys over there. If I go over there, and if I say, good stuff, these guys can be like, oh, that jawline dude, that Chad Light, he's here, that light-skinned ass. Xanatos is here. Oh, time him out. Time him out. Time him out. Okay, all right. You're going to have to deal with my truce now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not here to stop Jessica X or Kevin Samuels or anyone else who makes that money. Trust me. But I am here to call you guys out. I'm here to call out people on both sides. I call out the Daggle, just like she does, very eloquently, by the way. And I'm here to call out these maggles, these social rejects, these baby's kids, these educated you-know-whats. I'm here to call it out to the point in which I filter my channel out to where I get guys who are part of the elite, who are about that business, who are ready to move on from the community, who want to be shown on how to leave. And all right. Oh, bet. That's what's up, Jessica. All right, next time. I got all weekend. I'll be in town all weekend. And all weekend. I know it's not big over there, but we got the postseason happening here this weekend with the NFL playoffs, which is basically, if I were to give and this is going to be a good analogy, Jessica, so hear me out. You probably don't watch sports. That's fine. But the NFL playoffs here are like the Champions League in Europe. And the Super Bowl, which leads up to the Super Bowl, which is the Champions League finals. That's how big of a deal it is over here. So it's like, so imagine tomorrow being like week one and day one of the Champions League. So I got all weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll roll by sometime. Yeah, I know it's your chat's chaotic, but no, yeah, I'll make an appearance. Actually, I'll make my presence known one way or another. Yeah, wrench for wrench, I got you. But yeah, I respect channels. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus or try to troll you. I don't play those games. I'm too old. I've been too old for that, and I've been too mature for that. Even as a kid, I was very mature for my age, which got me into a lot of trouble, but it got me into a lot of fights with a lot of just baby's kids, to say the very least. Hey, look, I don't want to stall your time. Everyone, I know a lot of things are on. What is on tonight on Manosphere TV, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, what's on tonight? TV guy. What's our TV guide schedule? Oh, okay. So we got Kevin Samuels. Are people talking about Kevin Samuels? Oh, how many people talking about Kevin Samuels? Okay, so we got Super Sly on. We got Bernard Rowley response. Okay. And MOT's cooking Bernard Rowley. Let me see. Everett Anderson's doing his paid programming. Hey, guys. Coach Craig Adams just finished his joint. Who else? Super Slim. All right, Kevin Samuels is cooking everyone. So, other than that, for all the 12 people who are watching, go ahead and check out one of those channels tonight on Manosphere. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.